EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Dalton hands off to Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down. To throw is Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Cowboy first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It was Shaq Lawson there. He'll get credit for the tackle for loss. Now on second and 13. Prescott incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Third and long for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return will stop right around the 25. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
DeAndre Washington, his first carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Good. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
On first, here's Washington. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Washington. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Check 55, Mike.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Running it, Washington. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the...
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it different.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 32 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 31. Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Elliott. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Zerline, the kickoff for Dallas.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Neville Gallimore able to get him for a loss of about 3. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aldon Smith, the former #7 pick, gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
In trouble, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They run with Washington. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 47. Now Washington. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
4-yard line.
Staying on the ground with Washington. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Carrier.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
On third down, a run from Breida. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Breida. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
55.
On the give, this is Washington. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Barash on the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his man. It's Williams. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Tony Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Going to take a shot for Gallup. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Second and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Shift, watch the shift.
They run again with Breida. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Breida on a toss left. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run for it with Breida. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 35. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Tony Pollard, the ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go to Elliott again. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the
15-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, it's Elliott, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Here's Elliott. And this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Goal.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Running with Elliott. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
At the 4-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Tagovailoa. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, here's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphin starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. A nice little gift there to start the ball game as they will begin things at the 40-yard line. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Dalton hands off to Elliott. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Xavier Howard on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
This is Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that 2nd level and 3rd, and that's what they were able to exploit.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It's Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
2 yards, and it's third down.
Prescott. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
The tackle made by
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 22, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
First and goal, Dallas. That's the end of the first
We're
quarter.
scoreless after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Greg Zuerlein.
Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
This is Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Here's Breida. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, a run from Breida. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
Here's Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, and it's Pollard again. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Slide, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Tagovailoa sacked. A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Dolphins, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially
to a hit, and the ball is out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Alex Smith there on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Washington. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line.
Woods on the tackle. A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
You can't block me.
Run running it. Washington. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Again, it's Elliott. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
He's across midfield.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And the Cowboys first down.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
First down, Cowboys.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here.
27-yard attempt.
Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And a costly one there, as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not getting too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Washington. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Right back to Washington. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Here's Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
3-yard line.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Mike, for you.
They run with Breida. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 26. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
So they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Anthony Brown there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
A gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming.
4th down and 1.
All right, here we go. The field goal unit staying on the sideline here in OT. They're going for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Tua on 4th down. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.